Hello and welcome once again to Crusader Kings 3 with another brand new series. With the latest patch, 1.1, there is a very annoying bug that has been fixed, and that is the bug that affected achievements. So if you had some of these achievements where you have to start as a character, like this one here, almost there, as Armos Arpad, form hungry and convert to Christianity. If you were doing things like starting as Rurik, starting as Vratislav, this one's okay, I think, starting as Duke Nuno, etc., etc. These achievements used to be bugged so that if your character died and then you closed the game and reopened it, the achievement was locked. You basically had to do the entire achievement in one continuous sitting session without closing the game, which is, for some of these, like, for example, Mother of Us All, very impossible. This is a 20-something hour achievement to do. You need to own all of Africa and convert it all. That's not going to happen in a single session. Of course, you can leave your game on overnight and then just come back to it later, but not really a fan of doing that. So, yeah, that bug has thankfully been fixed, and we are going to be doing an achievement that we tried before but were screwed over by the bug, and that is Blood Eagle. We're going to start as any child of Ragnarr Lothbrok, conquering all of the British Isles. Why? Because I like playing as Vikings, and honestly, one particular son is my favourite character to play in Crusader Kings, and I've done it a few times already. And we're going to do it again here. So, let us go to the Wrath of the Northmen start, and we're going to be playing as Halfdan Whiteshirt, Hvitserk, because he is honestly it's one of my favorite characters in CK3. So, Wrath of the Northmen. 2 years ago, King Ælla of Northumbria threw the great Viking hero Ragnarr Lothbrok into a pit of snakes to die. Upon hearing the news, Ragnar's sons set sail for England to avenge their father. The brothers have since established firm footholds in York and the Isles. The Anglo-Saxon kings have lost battle after battle, and their future looks bleak indeed. But all hope is not lost, and a great hero could still turn the tide of history, relay all of England under Norse rule, or vanquish the Great Heathen Army from Anglo-Saxon soil. I will be doing the first part. I will probably do a campaign as Earl Alfred, Alfred the Great. I don't agree that it should be said that it's hard. I think this is probably a medium. It's not very difficult. But right now there isn't actually an achievement for it, and I feel like that's a bit weak. I feel like Alfred the Great should have some achievement attached to him. As well, I think that Harold Godwinson also should have some kind of achievement attached to him. Because if you think about it, these two start dates, 867 and 1066, they were both chosen for two reasons. The first reason, I feel at least, is that England is being invaded by Vikings. And the start date is when the invasion is going on. Of course, there's other things going on in the world, important things going on in the world, but this is the big set piece that has, I believe, decided that this is a good time to start the game. Fate of England, exactly the same. The war for England between Harold Hardrada, William the Bastard, and King Harold Godwinson, where, these two are decent people and this guy is an asshole. This, I believe, is what's, the reason for this being the start date in 1066. And yet, neither of these characters who currently hold on to England have achievements for them. William the Bastard does have an achievement, so that's at least okay. I guess he was the eventual winner of this conflict, at least, so that makes sense. In the Wrath of the Northmen, Halfdan Whiteshirt and these guys, these have achievements, but Earl Alfred, the Great of Wessex, does not. I feel like he probably should have one. But anyway, that is completely beside the point. I didn't really aim to do a little ramble at the start, but I've done that, so oops. We're going to go with Halfdan Whiteshirt. Let's go. We are, of course, going to change some game rules. We're going to go total exclave independence, turn on the Iron Man mode. We're going to do diplomatic range to restricted, and we're going to turn off demonetization. Close that, and we're going to start. Also, with the new update, God, this game has become even more beautiful. Like this starting screen is way cooler than it used to be. I'm so into it. The first wave of the invasion has gone very well for Halfdan Whiteshirt. With the help of his brother in Ivar, he has wrestled control of York from King Ælla's hands, and he will take so much more. Will I follow in history's footsteps and have your bloody vengeance, or stake out a new path for Halfdan? Well, bloody vengeance it is. So, of course, I need to do a thing. We're going to call it Blood Eagle. We're not going to do Cloud Save, which is no longer the default, which is nice. Yeah, start Iron Man. Why not? Let's get this achievement done. We need to basically own all of the British Isles. It should be a fun thing to do. So, starting plan. We need to raise our troops. Raise all here. We need to make sure that we have enough champions. So I'm going to recruit you to the court. And that's it for now. And I'm going to unpause the game and then raise you again. We're going to... Ooh, we've almost finished the gallantry, which is nice. But what we're going to do right now is go for extra prowess and advantage, because Halfdan will probably be leading our armies. Yep, he has 36 commander advantage, is nothing to be sniffed at. My heir is not married, and I am going to go for, I think, some inheritable traits rather than any alliances at this point. We've got enough alliances, I believe. So the choice here is really between quick giants, hail, or comely. And you know what? Having a quick giant seems like a pretty fun idea. So we're going to go with Hofgudi Ylva, which hopefully will actually improve our opinions of each other, because you are my Hofgudi, and I need you to be happier with me. So we'll start swaying you as well. I'll do that. We're going to get the culture in East Riding changed. We've got plenty of money, although I believe our men-at-arms... Yeah, our men-at-arms are money-based, so that's good. Armored footmen... That bug's still there. Armored footmen are only good against spearmen, which I believe, yeah, they're you. I can't get the thought out of my head that, you know, light footmen are still the best type of light men-at-arms. Do you have any men-at-arms yet? You do not. It's either light footmen or we go with bowmen because they're good against skirmishers. Let's go with bowmen. Let's get you up to level 5 as well. Spending most of our money, but I feel like it's probably going to be worth it. Get you in charge. I'm immediately going to try and siege the barony of Dunholm with half of the force because I want to avoid attrition. My marshal has taken control of the other half, and you're going to go for Kendall, I think. You've got 800 men. I'm not worried at all. Not going to worry about that. You're going to go there, actually. So, the war that we start in is Sons of Lothbrok invasion of Northumberland. And if we enforce demands, I seize all territory within his realm that's part of the Petty Kingdom of Northumbria, and will seize all territory within his realm that is part of the Duchy of Lancaster. So basically all of his territory, and that's it. We get fame and stuff, which is nice. And yeah, let's be famous. Got another 3 knights. That's nice. We'll have you go up here as well, with a few extra men indeed as well. I love it. Fantastic stuff. So, get these sieges started. I do think you going up here is probably for the best. You got rough terrain expert. What have you got? You have got forest fighter. Maybe you should go for the forest siege. But, I mean, we've already started, so who cares? You cross water without penalties, which is awesome. Alright, let's get this war underway. Nice. Other than that, we could start looking around for some allies. We could ally ourselves to the Sudreyar, which is Jarl Ivar the Boneless. I believe you've actually changed the name. This used to be called the Isles before the patch, and now it's called Sudrear, which is perfect. That's what it was called in CK2. It makes sense for it. I'm a fan. We can also take some concubines. Never mind, no we can't. There's no one to take. I'm in line to inherit titles. Which ones? Königarder, Chernobyl. Oh yeah, Chernobyl. That's in Kiev. That's one of my... my son, actually, is all the way over here owning Königarder. That's cool. So we're second in line for that because he already has a son. We're probably not going to be inheriting that. I hope not, at least. We also have our half-brother and champion, Ubbe, who is an absolute beast and a god, and I love him. In a previous run, playing as Jorvik, Ubbe was fighting against the Scottish. After we'd taken on Northumbria already, we started raiding the Scottish. Scottish were raiding us, and we had a battle with him around Lothian, Lanarkshire, somewhere around here. And Ubbe got badly wounded, horribly mauled. Like, I think he'd lost his foot or something. And then he still stayed in the army. He was wounded. He was badly. He had the maimed trait, and we had another battle some 10 to 15 days later, because we fought the rest of their force. And while maimed, he killed somewhere in the region of 70 enemy soldiers and 2 enemy knights. And then about a month later, he died of his wounds. This man is a golden god, and I will hear no bad words said about him. I love him. Ubbe is glorious. We also have a daughter. Let's try and get her matrilineally married to somebody decent. Somebody with a decent trait would be nice. She's already quick. Let's get her to have the babies with Olafur, who is beautiful. Nice. We are losing a little bit of money. I'm not too worried about it, though. You're suffering a little bit of attrition. You're over the force limit. Are you over it? You're not. I don't like suffering attrition. Should I ignore it for now? Probably. Unfortunately, Sweden's come down. Sverige has come down to siege the capital. I don't want that. I want to be the one to siege the capital so that I can potentially capture Ælla myself. Is Ælla over here? No, this is Elfwald, which I believe is his son, is it not? Your father is non-existent, so I guess that's not the case, no. As soon as we're sieged here, I'm going to try and take over this siege. I have more men. So maybe it's going to go to me. Northumbria versus Jorvik. Apparently we actually did succeed in taking over the siege. So hopefully we're going to be golden here, and we're going to capture King Ælla. That's Marcus. Come on, capture the bastard. We did not capture the bastard, but we did siege it. Is Ælla down here? No, it's Elfwald. I will get this army to go and take on this guy. We're going to be there in 39 days. You're going to be sieging in 3 months, so we're not going to be having any trouble there, I don't think. There's another enemy army there, in Grimsby, who has just managed to get destroyed. Who is this anyway? The army of Winchester. Ah! Alfred the Great has arrived. I believe much too late, though. He's going to have to fight this extra army here as well. Come here. Yeah, we got you now. Marcus, recently disembarked, absolutely destroyed, trashed, gone without a trace. Fantastic. Alright, so let's go over to Lancaster then. You're losing supply at a rapid rate of knots. You're at 32 now. I think after you've sieged that, we're going to cease and desist. Actually, we can just peace out because we've won the war. So we're going to take all of Northumbria and Lancaster, and it's all bloody ours. Fantastic news. So we're no longer at war. Fantastic. Get rid of the army. We do, however, have a lot of holdings, and as the North Korea strategy no longer exists as a viable strategy to, dominate, we're going to give some land away. And we're going to give, the Duchy of Northumbria to our amazing brother, Ubbe. So first off, grant titles. You're going to have these 3. Westmoreland, no. This is in Lancaster. So we're going to grant you those titles. He became my vassal. We shouldn't... we need to get rid of these 2 as well. Do we have another brother? No. We do have a son, Gutfrid. We can give it to you then. Give you those 2 titles. And we're down back to our, domain limit. We're happy there. You're now a count. If you created the duchy, then we'd be screwed, but you can't create a duchy if your liege is already a duke. So we're under no problems there. So we were a novice hunter, we're a Viking, skilled tactician, callous, wrathful, ambitious. We could take petty Queen Ep1 of Northumbria as our concubine, and that feels really rapey. Also, King Ælla is in my prison. I didn't even realize. Hello, King Ælla. How about you die? Because I need you dead. Burn him at the stake? Sounds glorious. See you later, buddy. You killed my dad, and now you're dead. Finally, after all this time, I have the rattling, petty King Ælla of Northumbria at my mercy. When I heard of my father's death at his hands, I swore I would have my vengeance. I'm a man of my words. Oh, shit, yeah, I forgot. He's actually already dead, but now we're going to Blood Eagle him after that. Yeah. We burned you, and now you're getting Blood Eagled. Cause why not? Let's do them both. Let's. I feel like I may have just broke the game a little bit there. Anyway, we can ransom you for 25 ducats, or we could. Do I want to take you as a concubine or not? I mean, that's too rapey for me, so I'll just sell you. It's fine. Guthrid you're going to give me higher feudal levies. That sounds nice. We can recruit more men at arms if we wanted to. Maybe later. We can usurp your kingdom as well. I probably will do that at some point, but right now I don't feel the absolute need. What I do feel the absolute need for, though, is to attack Earl Buched of Mercia. At the moment, we can only really do a conquer county claim. We could raid them for captives, which would be quite nice, of course. But I think conquering the Earldom of Lindsey, as it is in my capital duchy area, would be pretty good. Well, having said that, we're already at our domain holding limit, so maybe going for Cheshire would be better. So we can give that straight to our son. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to cost us some prestige, but we need to keep piling on the prestige until we get to illustrious. So a war would be quite fine, I think. We got our full army together. We're going to split it in half. Because again, there's not a whole lot of force limit or supply limit here. And we're going to go for Lincoln with the other army. Alright. Get these both sieged up. It should be good. As for Mercia, they have 440 men, so I'm not worried. Have you got any allies? No. No, you don't. Well, that does indeed suck for you now, doesn't it, buddy? He is going to go for my capital. I feel like I will probably beat him to these sieges. We've got 2 months left. You've got 6 months left. It's plenty of time for you to finish and then go back and crush his face. He's got 6 champions there. We don't actually have any champions. I feel like I want to get the champions off here. Get the good champions at least. Ubbe is just amazing, so we'll get you. Cole. Get you. It would be nice if I could not have to scroll every goddamn time. But we'll select these 5 champions. They can head on over here. That'll be nice. Strategical impasse. I'm sitting around the map table with Frederick and Guthfrid, discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. Frederick bangs his fist on the table and loudly proclaims we should charge the enemy directly and crush them with sheer might of our armies, while Guthfrid nervously mutters about how we should avoid unnecessary engagements and fight a war of attrition. We can employ both strategies. If we can do this, then of course we were going to do this. Enemy fatal casualties are attacker advantage. Retreat losses are, yeah, we're probably not going to be retreating, but friendly fatal casualty negative 10% is really nice, and I love the movement speed as well. So, employ both strategies. We will attack and defend, because we can do both, because we're just that freaking good. Alright, get you involved there, and you're both going to go over there. You've got 51 days left. We'll be here in 12 days. So, yeah, get wrecked, mate. We're coming. I feel like we're also okay to attack you in the hills. You've got more champions than we do, but who cares? Ubba ripped the head off Earl Ethelfrith and became a berserker. This is why Ubba is a golden god of a man. I've told you this before. Love him. Absolutely love him. He's a beautiful human being. Now let's get more stuff sieged. At the moment, the head of our culture is my brother Jarl Björn Ironside of Uppland. But he is going for what I like, which is the Onager. So in about 81 years, we'll have it. Oh my god, that's so long. Increase the development of your land, please. That is a chunky amount of time. Alright, let's split off the champions again, because you are going to be the one to take on this guy next time. Yeah, I need those onagers. They're super duper important. So that'd be nice. Alright, let's get it sieged up. My wife's still not pregnant. Oh, you're 44. You're probably not going to have more kids. That's fair. As for my kids, who's going to inherit what? You're not going to inherit anything. You're unmarried. Let's try and get you married to somebody. Gude Ingfrid of Skåne. That sounds quite nice. Sure. You're also Hale, which is lovely. Guthford gets negative 200. Ingfrid gets positive 800. That's fine by me. I don't really care. You are married. You are married. Lovely. Everyone's good now. Come on, win the siege. You're going at 1 a day. We're going at 1.3 a day. Feel like we're going to be in time. Martial perk, we can get gallant for more prowess, more martial, more prestige. Sounds lovely. Finished off the gallantry. You've now got more men, eh? It's still not enough. Come on, finish the siege. Come on, come on. There we go. Now rush over here. Battle in 13 days. You're going to be done in 55. You're going to abandon your siege. That sucks for you, isn't it? Also, we're at 100%, so may as well. Do I want to actually have the battle? I feel like I do want to have the battle. Because if we have the battle, then we've got more prestige, more fame. We need to get to Illustrious so we can take entire duchies, like the Duchy of Mercia. Although if I peace out now, then we're going to be... yeah, we're going to fight him. We're going to fight him at least once. I'm crossing a river into hills. This is bad. But plus 43, because you've recently disembarked. Oh, that sucks for you, buddy. My glory is widely known. 213 fame. Absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. Let's have a look at our prison. Killing you gives us dread, and we gain piety as well. Should I increase my piety? I mean, how much are you to sell? 50 ducats is too good, I'm sorry. But you, gaining dread and piety, are worth it. If it's just 10 ducats, then we won't bother. But everyone else, we're free to sell. 50 ducats, I'll take 50 ducats. 50 ducats, yep, there we go. 10 ducats, you're gonna get burned. 10 ducats burned. Okay, so execute the both of them. Lovely. Alright, and we're gonna peace out. We're taking Cheshire. We're gonna give Cheshire to you. Grand titles, Cheshire. Done. Fantastic. What happens if you help me with managing my domain? Do I go up to 4? I do. Okay, so maybe we should have done that then. Right now, just go and assist ruler because we don't need that. I am known for my dedication to my faith. How lovely. Right. So what we've done so far is quite nice. We've consolidated Jorvik very nicely. However, Mercia, they're not off the hook. Not by any shot. So what we're going to do, we're not going to attack him, of course not. No, that would be rude. What we're going to do is raid him. We're going to raise all of our men as raiders. Which doesn't actually raise these men-at-arms, these hosts. I'm going to keep them like that. I don't want to raise them. Raising these guys right now, these guys don't replenish. So raising them is a pretty bad idea. He's already been raided a couple of times here, but the borough of Retford has not been raided, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to raid you. Obviously, we can't move while we're raiding, so getting the next move order done while we're, raiding is perfectly fine. And we can see if we move here, we'll get 100 casualties, so we absolutely won't be doing that. My niece, Queen Ingrid, has been showing the signs of pregnancy for some time now, and everyone thought her husband, King Rurik, was the father of the child. Now it's become clear that the real father-to-be is none other than Hive Chieftain Chiro. You're imprisoned by King Rurik, both of you, so you fucked in jail. It's rude, really. It's real rude. I also don't care. So, raid you for that. Fire and blood. I do love me some fire and blood. And of course, we're going to be taking the money and, more importantly, the prestige, because prestige is directly correlated to our fame, and we need to get to Illustrious. So, bountiless plunder. Let's see, we are at 115. Now we are at 190. Anytime you can gain prestige as a Norse character, you absolutely should. Fire and blood, give me the prestige. It also gives me more money, so I mean, it's just better in general. Development is nice, of course. I do want to increase the development of my nation, but right now the big gains are coming from prestige, so that's what we're gonna go with. All right. So next up, why is this owned by someone else? Cheshire is owned by the same person. Is it in a different duchy and I've just fucked up? No. Why is there a line here? There shouldn't be any line here. It's owned by the same dude in the same duchy. It's weird. I don't understand it. Anyway, we've raided there. Let's go for Gwynedd now. And then we're going to go for a Tegiengi something. Can I get here? No. I can get there, but we're going to go for the bishopric here first. Then we're going to go for here. At the moment, my army has 81 ducats on them, so we can do both of these before going home. That's absolutely fine. There's 4 ducats there, and I might be able to make it here as well. I can, however, it'd be wasted, so we won't bother. Also, there's an army here that is much bigger than mine. I'd rather not fuck with it. Fire and blood, lovely, fantastic stuff. Let's go home, and we will get what we want. Oh, we've also taken some prisoners. We've taken the son of the Earl of Staffordshire. So we can sell you either for 50... Oh yeah, 50 ducats. 50 ducats, so in it, mate. I'm gonna come home and gain 96 ducats and 96 prestige. Illustrious is still a fair ways away, but a bit of raiding, you can't really go wrong with it, can you? Speaking of not going wrong with it, I'm gonna raid my brother, Sudreyar. Before he gets wrecked by... potentially getting wrecked by Alba, let's go and wreck him ourselves. He won't like it, he won't be too happy with it, but he will understand. Though they share common origins with their other Anglo-Saxons, the clans living in northern Britain's lowlands have adapted to life in the rugged terrain. Diverging culturally and linguistically from their former countrymen, these Scots have enthusiastically embraced their new cultural identity. Good for them. There is a war here, I think. Who's occupied this? Strathclyde is at war with Alba. You are not Norse. It's a Catholic war here. Nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna do me raiding because I need some money. Yeah, it's 26 ducats right there. I love it. I don't believe... Oh, I can get to Dumfries without attrition, so we will do so. And then I might go for Dunbar. Can I get here? Yes, I can. Alright, we're gonna go for Dunbar and then go home. Still, it's a damn good amount of money that we're going to be raiding. 13 ducats there, then we go home, bring it all back. Be lovely. Gotta love raiding, it's fun. Alright, that is that done. 67 extra ducats and prestige. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Alright, let's disband the army for now. And we'll look at our holdings. So, we've managed in the first episode of this brand new series to unify a rather large and nice portion of northern England. Hopefully we will soon be illustrious, then we can go to war and take on the entirety of the Duchy of Mercia, getting a huge area of land all in one fell swoop. Before that though, we'll probably end up going to war with you for Derby and Lindsey in separate wars. Using those to get enough prestige to get the entire duchy is going to be pretty important. Also, Sudreal has taken on the entirety of East Anglia, so that's nice for him. I don't know what kind of prestige level he's at. He's distinguished. Okay, so I don't know how he got the entire duchy, but yeah, shenanigans probably. Probably shenanigans. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode of a brand new series. So likes and comments are very much appreciated. As it is the first episode in a new series, they do go a long way into, you know, telling the algorithm that this is a series that people want to watch. So if you would be so kind, that would be cool. If you want to support me in other ways, I also have a Patreon page, the link of which is in the description. But regardless, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will enjoy this series. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.